Hey, everybody, welcome to Peak Shade. It's Monday. That means it's Mugshot Monday. I'm here with Keisha to talk
Mhm.
about life after lockup.
Oh man, they are really getting to be something on this show.
So, right before this started, Keisha and I looked up JK because I wanted to see his teeth. Because on this
Mhm.
episode, we did debut some bottom
Mm,
teeth. We
mm.
debuted some new bottom teeth on this show. Did you notice them?
No, because I saw more of the top row or lack thereof
It was upsetting.
this episode, and I was just like, "This is the man that these two women are running behind and beating each other up over, and letting them raw dog them. Him,
Yeah,
this person."
yeah, he is raw dogging them,
Hmm.
as it were. Yeah, well, look, um, he's looking puffy. He's not looking good.
He,
He's been
he's, he's, yeah.
6 weeks out of prison. He looks terrible. I mean, listen, he didn't start
He's
off
got a
looking
beer
great.
belly. I
Yes.
mean, you can even notice with his belly that
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a beer belly right there. He's doing more than drugs, because if he were doing just drugs, he'd be slimming down.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I think there's a lot of alcohol involved, just from the puffiness of the stomach and the face.
Yeah, very puffy.
Alcohol.
So
Hmm.
anyway, if you guys want to look him up on Instagram, JK Jones 5150.
Of
Hilarious.
course, of course.
Um but let's start with them. So the name of this episode is it's season 6B, episode 616, whatever, you guys know, it's the sixth one.
Hmm.
So it's Brooke and JK, and reminder, he's only 6 weeks out of prison, guys. 6 weeks out of prison. And
Yeah,
I'm trying to take more notice when they put that up on the screen, because I'm like, whoa, it's not
because
been very
he's not been
long.
out very long, but a lot of things have been happening in his life, and
Yeah.
not for the better, not for the better,
Including
unfortunately.
trying to separately get two different women pregnant actively.
He can't even do that right.
Good point. So
Mm-mm.
6 weeks out of prison, we start with the end of the Brooke and Alex fight, and, she's on the phone, and she's talking to Alex, who's all messed up, right? And she's like, "She
Mhm.
said she miscarried your baby. Have you been fucking this bitch? Have you been talking to this bitch? You wanted these things, now I'm out here all by myself. I ain't gonna do it no more. I don't know what to say. You sound fucked up for real. You get your life together and get off whatever you own and be a real fucking man. Fuck you, bro." She's like a little
She's a little chihuahua.
jeez.
And I almost feel like I'm disrespecting chihuahuas by saying that, but she's just such a little yapper.
Yeah.
And then week by week, her mustache is starting to take over some of her conversations a little bit.
I have not noticed her mustache. I watched it on the big screen last night, not even on my
She got a
computer.
lot of peach fuzz going on right there, girl. And
She needs
I understand that she's rushing out of the house every time she leaves, trying to figure out where the hell JK is. Just she ain't got time to do nothing.
mhm,
But a quick little shave,
mhm.
and I shave in the morning times. It just takes seconds to do that.
She needs a little tinkle razor. Just get that, yeah, get
She
that peach
needs,
fuzz off.
yeah, she need self care, Brooks, because JK is clearly driving her crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
And,
Yeah, she had to quit
and
her
her,
job
her
over it. Yeah.
She had to quit her job. She had to quit her kids. That poor truck, that SUV that she's driving is just so fucked up. And they showed it again. And then I go back to how Brooke behaves. She's probably tried to run someone over with that car. She's ran that car in the side of someone's house. That
Yes. Yeah.
car needs its own segment to tell us what it's been through with
What,
Brooke.
you're so right. What in Texas, what are the laws around, like, a car like that would not pass inspection here. It wouldn't be allowed. But like in Mississippi, they would, because they don't care.
I
Um,
think, yeah, I didn't, well, seeing it, I didn't think it wouldn't pass inspection. I mean, long as certain things are running correctly, it passes, right?
I think sometimes if there's, like, pieces hanging off and stuff, it won't pass inspection.
Well, I'm thinking in Marlin, Texas, it's probably a-okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably par for the course. You
I
guys,
think, yeah.
we did
Hmm.
figure out it's Marlin, Texas, and it is close to
Yes.
Waco, and we're sorry last
Hmm.
week. Even Keisha, who lives in Texas, we couldn't figure
Hmm.
that shit out.
We
So we're
couldn't figure
sorry.
it out now.
We're sorry.
It's those places that we just don't travel to.
Well,
Just, We don't know nothing about those parts.
Apologies to the people of Marlin. So
Marlin, Texas.
looking at his Instagram, I don't think
Right.
so they're still fighting, whatever. But you know, for her to say, sorry guys, I'm trying to have my coffee. For her to say, you sound fucked up for real. You got to get off of whatever you're on. He's an addict. Just saying you have to get off whatever you're on is really not going to solve the problem.
Well, also, why are you trying so hard to be in a relationship with this person who's 6 weeks out of prison for drugs and other things, and now they're clearly back on drugs? Why not just go home and take care of it? I don't know. Go home and take some time out to, I don't know, get on there and fill out applications for a job.
Yeah.
Because where's the money going to come from for next month's rent?
The show,
that
I
she's got to
guess.
pay.
The show, I guess.
Okay. And I
Okay.
mean, poor Bonnie's not there to split half the rent with anymore. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So she's gone now to pick up the test results, the blood test results of the pregnancy test, but she didn't
Which I
read
thought
them.
that was weird. Why didn't they just put it like in my chart?
I don't know what kind of facility she went to. I don't know if they have a my chart. If she,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean? If she didn't go like to the hospital or something, if she just went to the free clinic, you're gonna have to go pick that up by hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes perfect sense right there. Okay.
Yeah. She could have gone. I don't know. Do they have Planned Parenthood in Texas anymore? Probably not. She went.
No, they do.
They do. Okay. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
So she picked up the results. She didn't read them. She calls Kathy and is like, "Is your son there? Is your piece of shit son there?" And he says, "Yeah, he is." And she goes, "Keep him there. You take the keys, whatever you need to do." I was like, "Well, he
Why
shouldn't
didn't
be."
Kathy just say no? He's not here.
Kathy needs to know too if she needs to build on a second room
Oh,
on
the
that
test
house for
results.
the three of them. Yeah,
Poor Kathy. All of her money she's making from this show is going straight to therapy.
poor Kathy and that
She can't
poor
take it.
husband. He was so much happier.
Husband.
He was so happy when JK was in jail.
Yes, he
So,
was.
what about Marla? Where is she? She's in her room.
Dealing with JK is one thing, but JK and Brooke, that's cause for a mental breakdown right there.
It really is. It really
It's
is.
too much.
So she drives up and stepdad, what's his name? I didn't write it down. I think somewhere else I've got it. Anyway, stepdad's in the garage. And so now we know in the kitchen is where they keep all the chips, right? We've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But now we know in the garage is where they keep all the soda because the amount of A&W root beer and other various sodas in that garage, I was like, oh my, they need just a big cabinet in the garage where they keep all the stuff. It's just out hither and yon, old stoves, cars they're working on, just 50 packs of A&W root beer.
They're just waiting for that sugar diabetes to kick right on in.
I mean, I
That's a
think
lot.
that's so much junk. So,
No one in that house is heart happy. They're not eating Cheerios and shit like that. And almond milk. No, they're not. Fucking chips and A&W root beer. That's like a treat. It's a treat.
No,
Don't have that shit just laying around all the time.
that's breakfast. That's breakfast.
Jeez.
So the stepdad walks in and is like, James, she's here. And he's standing there and you can really see like the puffy, the beer belly, the hunched over.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, who? And she goes, the main bitch. And I was like,
you shouldn't even want to call yourself that. You should be
proud.
the bitch.
She's proud.
She really, it's weird because you're right. Because it's like she almost doesn't mind there being another girl, because there being another girl gives her the reason to say she's the main bitch. She's number one, not number two. She's number one.
That's right. You're right.
It's very weird. Very, very weird.
And as the dad walks through the living room, he goes, there goes my day.
Yeah. I don't even know why they let this fucking gutter raccoon in the house. I would not let her inside.
But at this point, JK is worse.
At least he's quiet. She doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
Because he's nodding out. I mean, that's not
I
good.
can deal with that. I mean, after work, I'd rather deal with a nodding off JK than Brooke with her, bro, stupid ass. She's a lot.
Oh, God. So he comes out and sits in the chair and goes, what? And she goes, I got the test results. I got the test results right here. And he goes, all right. And she goes, what have you been doing? Drinking and what else? He goes, I don't know. And she goes, you weren't acting like this 2 weeks ago. And he goes, just because I don't want to fuck you all the time don't mean shit. This is
Oh
just
boy.
classy with a K. And she says, you want to fuck everybody else, including your nasty ass ex. Now, he's trying to escape her. So he walks into the living room where
Mm-hmm.
Kathy and stepdad have taken up residence in their Barca loungers. Dad at one point pretends to be
Mm-hmm.
asleep.
I would too. Like they just let her come over there and do whatever the fuck she wants. I
Well,
don't understand that.
she does cook for him sometimes, so that's nice.
Well,
Um,
I look, there's plenty of chips and root beer in there. They don't need her to cook.
that's
They
true.
are just fine. Yes. If we go back to shutdown mode, they are prepared. If
They
we ever shut
are.
down again for COVID, they are prepared right there. They don't need
Um,
Brooke and her barbecue meatloaf.
did you did you notice in the living room? So their
Uh-huh.
chairs are facing the TV, the fireplace area, and to
Mm-hmm.
the right was a huge toy bin on the floor with lots of toys in it.
No.
So, what other little children are coming over there and playing? Is there a brother or sister we don't know about?
I just assumed JK was Kathy's only child,
I did too.
but that could be wrong. But maybe the stepdad has children.
Grandkids. Yeah. Okay, good. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot about
Mm-hmm.
him. He's sitting right there. I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
So the Talking Head production is asking him if he's had sex with Alex, and he goes, no. And then production says, are you a good liar? And he flings that head back,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
world collectively screamed.
Woo! That was a lot, yet not much at all. If we're talking about the teeth.
Well, I will say he had about 8 more teeth than the girl we covered this weekend on Family Lockup because she only had the one.
That is true, but we didn't have to watch her tonguing down anyone or
No.
kissing anyone or talking directly into anyone's face like we do JK week after week after. I can't imagine how it smells.
Well, listen, I think if you keep it brushed, it's probably the same as
Do,
anything
do
else.
you think he keeps them brushed?
Okay, no, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So, here I note all his bad teeth, top and bottom. Now, top and
Mm-hmm.
bottom, he's got bad teeth. But later on this talking head with Kathy, he does have bottom teeth, like a nice
Good.
row that are shiny and bright. So I don't know if he got dentures or if he got like a retainer with teeth on it or what. But anyway, he's in the
Why did he start with the top?
I don't know. We don't know what the dentist told him. We don't know.
Yeah.
But all I know
Okay.
is it's a work in progress. Thank the Lord.
Yes.
So the talking head Brooke says, when JK got arrested, he was overdosing when he was driving and had a car
That's
accident
scary.
because he overdosed while he was driving. They took him to the hospital. He died 3 times on the table. And then after that, he was in jail for X amount of years. She says, and to me, that's past rock bottom. Like, what do you have to do to get to rock bottom past that? I'm like, well, that's a good
Get
question.
you pregnant.
Mm. Keisha, you're being very mean to Brooke on this episode. Come on now.
Are we Team Brooke?
Well, I think if we have to choose a team here, it has to be Brooke. If we're choosing between
Look,
JK and Brooke, it's going to have to be Brooke.
I'm with whatever kind of little corgi mixed dog that was Kathy was holding. That was side
Mhm,
eyeing Brooke every
mhm,
time she said
mhm,
something, laying
mhm,
back. Like,
mhm.
I'm team that dog. Cause that dog was all of us like, this bitch. Are you gonna read the results or what?
I couldn't tell if it was 2 dogs or 1 because that same dog, a dog that looked like that dog was at one point in Dad's lap. So I was like, did they film for so long that the dog like went out the
It
potty, came
switched
back in and
laps.
chose somebody else? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Brooke says, so what are you doing? What are you doing? He goes, I'm not doing anything. And Kathy says, I don't know. You got to quit doing this bullshit. I don't know. It's not good enough. If you go back to prison, I am done. Don't call me and ask for money. Don't call me and ask for
Yeah.
commissary. I am done. And she's like, where did I go wrong as a mother? Where did I fail you? Where did he fail you? I got to sneeze.
She she's
Sorry.
taking she's putting the responsibility of his actions onto her parenting and his parenting
Yeah.
And it's like, no, this is JK. This is what he wants to do. I mean, for example, he's been in prison all this time where he got clean, and here we are 6 weeks out,
Yeah.
and he's back doing the same shit.
It's awful.
So,
Sorry for the sneeze, but thank you for jumping in.
mm,
But she says, should we put you in a program? I'll take you right now.
right. He don't want to do that.
Um, and then JK and his mom are in a talking head together. And she says, when you make those choices, you're not thinking about us. You're only thinking about you. And he kind of hangs his head. And she says, are you using right now? And he's like, what? How
Hmm.
dare you? He said,
Right.
what? No. We just talked about this. How dare you? And he walks off. Now, he does have new teeth here, but the top
Hmm.
ones are still fucked. And then she just starts crying.
Because
And
she knew he was high right then and there.
yeah, I mean, you could just see it on his face.
Yeah.
His eyes are
Yeah.
half masked. So, and the talking Eddie says, temptation's tough. Temptation's tough out there. You've gone a long time without something. And maybe being in jail that long makes you think like, oh, maybe I really wasn't an addict. Look how long I could be sober. Huh, maybe I can try it again, if you're not working a
Okay.
program.
Okay, JK. I think the
Okay.
true test is what you do when you're on the outside. I mean, the way he described that, it was almost like someone who's been on a diet and
Yeah.
they're like, I don't need that cheesecake, but I can have that cheesecake every now and then. But I really wasn't addicted to cheese. Like it was no big deal at all.
Yeah, that's what he sounded like. So she opens the envelope and she's like, well, it's your lucky day because I'm not pregnant.
It took her forever to open up that envelope.
Well, she's
I
dramatic.
mean, she was like piece by piece. Does anyone have a letter opener? Can you help me open? Like, it was like, girl, just rip this shit open.
I,
Like, I'm
lo-
surprised she hadn't opened it already.
I love how the dad's like, we don't need a drum roll. Just tell us what it is.
I
So,
know. Yeah.
so when she says, I'm not pregnant, he says, oh, fuck, I dodged a bullet. And dad goes,
Hmm.
thank God. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
okay, let's be a little more sensitive here. Because,
Well, here's the thing. They were both being so stupid trying to get pregnant in the first place.
yes, agree with that.
This is a
But
sigh of relief.
it is a sigh of relief. But don't be, I dodged a bullet, thank God, and all that. It is, maybe she was thinking, I don't know. I just think around pregnancy, you got to be a little more sensitive. And again, they were trying, but then he didn't know he was going to go back on the sweet, sweet crack or whatever he's on. So,
And it took the count down a little bit, like he didn't have as many swimmers.
yeah, something.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, the talking head, she goes, yeah, of course, I'm relieved. Last thing I need is another baby. And I mean, I don't even have a job, but I kind of was hoping if we were having a baby, that would make him get his shit together.
Girl,
Come on now.
you get your shit together first and then you have a baby.
Nailed
You
it.
don't even have your kids.
Where are your kids? Where
Where
are
are
the children?
You should be like helping them do their homework, making sure they take a bath and all this and that. But here you are once again over at JK's house.
Which we know is like an hour away.
Yep. So that's 2 hours. That's 2 hours of driving time she's away from her kids, and not counting the time that she's over there.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And then she's got to drive around and look for Alex. That's another hour.
That poor car. It's got some miles on it.
So she goes in the bathroom and he goes in and hugs her. And he's like, I love you. Listen, I fucked up and I know it and I'm sorry. And he kisses her. And and then in the talking head, he says, I want the relationship to work. And she wants me to give her my all. And honestly, I haven't been. And, Brooke's my baby. She's been there for me when other people haven't. We do need to get our shit together before we bring a child into the world, though. Should have thought about
Yeah.
that 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. And then stop trying to bring a child in the world with other people too.
You're right.
Throw that in there as well.
So they go back out in the den and they sit together. And again, it's just oversharing with the parents. And she says, my biggest concern is Bonnie saying Alex had a miscarriage with his baby. And they go, is that true? And he goes, nah. And mom says, well, first of all, did you fuck her? Wow. And he goes, nah. And she goes, are you sure about that? And he goes, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I promise. Yeah. And
She's like, you promise? I'm like, why are you asking me, does he promise? Like, Did you make sure to wash your armpits in the shower when you took a shower? Do you promise that you did? Like,
Yeah.
this is huge.
And mom says, look, if y'all are going to stay together, you hit the reset button tonight and move forward.
Mm.
And I'm rooting for you. I am. Well, what happened to like 5 minutes ago? You were offering to take him to rehab. I mean,
Forget all that. Long as he's not fucking Alex, everything is cool.
so the talking head, she says, Brooke says, if he's going to get clean and keep Alex out of our lives, there's no reason we can't fix things. Well, what is the plan for getting clean? Because I haven't heard one.
There isn't one.
So now he's sitting in the talking head with the production and his phone rings and he just like holds it up, like this so the mic
Yeah.
can hear it. And so he is saying to Alex, what's up? How you feeling? She says, I'm doing all right one day at a time. So I was wondering, is she in recovery? Is he in recovery?
Are
And
they
then
talking about the miscarriage?
are they talking about, that because he said, how are you feeling? I talked about that
Right.
physically. And she says, what are you doing in the next couple of days? Maybe we could get together and have a conversation. And he says, we could conversate sometimes, but things are crazy. Life is hectic. And she goes, I understand, but we still make time for what we want. And he goes, bruh, shit's just crazy with Brooke. And she goes, you know how many times you done told me, oh, we done, I'm leaving, it's over. And he goes, no, it's for real this time. And she goes, okay, well, you know where I be at.
Ugh.
I'm never going to Marlin, Texas. Their grammar is terrible there.
And so much more. I'm starting to think they may be like, one of the top 10 meth places in the state of Texas.
It really might be. It really
They're
might
giving
be.
off that vibe.
So he says bye to Brooke outside after she's leaving to maybe go pick up her kids at school or whatever.
Maybe.
And he says, all right, bye. And as she's driving off, he goes, guess what? I'm gonna marry you someday. And she's like, stop
That's all she
it.
needed to. That's all she needed to hear. When he said that, all her ovaries dropped again. She was
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yes.
Fertile.
It's
Yeah.
he's do we think he's like steadily seeing Alex or just maybe like every couple of weeks he goes over there and bones her?
I don't think he steadily sees Brooke either.
Mm-mm.
I think there's like days in between that he goes off and does what he wants to do. And
Yeah.
then when he feels like being with one of them, that's what he does. I don't think it's a consistent, I don't even think he talks to either one of them every day.
Yeah, I mean, not without their lack of trying, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I think he talks to his drug dealer every day, but not those girls. Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay, let's move on to Kiana, Damadrick, and Jawalia. They are, in fact, in Lubbock, Texas. Okay. 4 months out of prison. So, now remember they're having the fight at the sad birthday
Right.
party. Now they did rent a cabana at the birthday party, so that was good.
But it was the saddest cabana that I've ever seen.
I know, but at least they did something. I mean, they got their rounds and they rented the cabana and they had the, listen, the kid is turning like what, 6, 4,
I
6?
Yeah. And what I'm trying not to do is compare birthday parties I did for my child to
No,
other
my
people.
God, of course not. Yours are probably like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So no.
That's what James says. They were over the top.
Yeah.
But it seems like no one wants to be at this little boy's birthday party. He's not getting any attention.
It's very sad, and I wish he, at the very least, he could have said, like, you can invite 2 friends from school. Like, we can only afford to have 10
Yeah.
people or whatever. Yeah.
Right. I mean, and that's totally understandable, but they're legit. But then would you let your kids be friends with Joelia's kids?
No, I'd be concerned. I'd
No.
be just the wig
No.
alone would concern me.
Yeah. And then the flesh tone. Like, is it hot or is it cold where they are? Because I'm not understanding. She's got on a coat. He's got on shorts.
I don't know.
What?
And I
I
think
don't get it.
she doesn't have any body fat, so maybe she's cold a lot. But then the wig on your head would make you hot. I don't know.
I don't know. It's
So
so much confusion when it comes to just Jawalia herself. Not even throw away the love triangle. Just Jawalia herself. It's just, and I just saw a video of her. She has hair.
huh.
Yeah,
Well,
it was a video. She had just gotten her hair done, and it was her real hair. I'm like, why did you not do this for filming purposes?
she seems to be on something, Keisha. I mean, we know she got arrested for drugs. I mean, she seems to be out of it. And then
Yeah.
just they keep showing the shots of the kids, and it just was upsetting. It's upsetting
Yeah.
with the kids. So,
Mhm.
um, so Juela is saying to him at the party, he's like, she said, "You're just playing with my feelings," and no, and he's trying to get the money back, and she's like, she takes it,
Mm-mm.
and she goes, "We have to go," and starts to grab the kids in the middle of the party. I mean, the party,
That
air
was
quotes.
so wrong of her to. So that goes to tell you what kind of mother she is.
I
She didn't care
agree.
about her kids. I would have told Damadrick, you leave,
You leave, and we're
or
gonna
either
enjoy the
we
party.
yeah, either we get it together and talk about this later, or you need to leave. But this party is about DJ or whichever child it was.
Yeah.
Like, that was ridiculous. I don't even think he got to open up his gifts.
Mm-mm.
I didn't even see a cake.
Terrible. So she
Yeah.
grabs the kids and goes, "We have to go." And so the stepmom, Teresa, is like, "What has he done? He is trying to
Right.
be there for his kids, and you're acting like this?"
Yeah.
And Joella goes, "I'm not acting like anything. I'm not the problem. And what would you do if other baby mamas were coming around Mr. Jerry?" And she goes, "I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's my husband. I don't care. Like, it's not the same thing. You're not married to Damadrick, you know?"
Right.
And then and Teresa is like raising her voice. And he's like,
She
"Teresa."
hates that girl.
Yeah,
He
"Teresa."
hates her.
So we see Joella walk off with the kids. And the oldest one, who I think is her oldest child, is like 9. And
Mm-hmm.
he's sucking his thumb.
Yeah. Can
That
you
made me
imagine
so
growing up
sad.
in a house with joy? Okay, now I was a thumb sucker still at 9,
But I mean, he's
but
doing
it
that
was it
because
was habited.
he's
Yeah,
upset.
I didn't do it in public. I only did it at home when I was like comfortable. This kid might as well have a blanket that he's holding on to him because he's seen some stuff.
Terrible. So he's walking
Yeah,
off, and the talking head, Teresa says, "Joella has a very smart mouth. You could try to give her advice and talk to her, but she's going to act like the victim. And, she says you're just being mean to her, so you can't even talk to
yeah.
her." And Dad says, "Joella's issue is she always feels like she has to defend herself. She's always on defense, and that's the problem."
Well,
Talking
she
head,
doesn't have to be.
well, that's what right. Talking head Joella goes, "I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Oh, I'm the problem. Okay, I'm the problem." No, he's the problem. He left me a long time ago and didn't leave me or the kids a bitch ass thing. Now
So you're still bitter and
you're
you're still upset.
making up cuss words.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, she. I don't know what kind of education they've got in Lubbock, Texas, either, because you got her. She thinking King Tut and Queen Elizabeth were married.
Forgot about that.
So we had him say Tourette's instead of Tourette's. It's
Well,
just, it's a lot going on
oh
in
my
Lubbock, Texas.
God.
They're not a
So
good representation.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think.
so. But she says, "I don't have to be jealous of that bitch or him, and we still fucking, and we're continuing to be fucking." I was like, "Well, that's
She
on
says,
you."
yeah. At this point, I don't even believe her anymore.
I don't either.
I don't. The way she just constantly keeps saying it, I'm like, I don't think it's true, because you wouldn't keep talking about it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the production asked her, "How many times have you and Damadrick hooked up since he's been out in 4 months?" And she goes, "I don't know, like 50 times."
No. Mm-mm.
Now,
I don't believe that. That's a
4
lot.
months, 4 months. So 4 times 4, 4 times 4 is
8.
4 times 2 is 8. So 4
Two,
times
4 times 2
4
is 8.
is a
16.
16.
Yes.
Okay. So in
See how we
16,
work together?
yeah, that's good. That was good. So in 16 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
they fucked 50 times.
No, they did not. I don't believe that.
And I
He
said,
would have had time to do nothing else.
if that's true, Joella, you're the problem. You're the
Well,
problem. You're
yeah.
letting him come over and
Don't
fuck you
answer the
50
door.
times.
Yeah, just don't answer the door. I don't know. FaceTime his girlfriend each time he's coming over there. No, I don't believe it. I just
Mm-mm.
think everything that comes out of her mouth is a fucking lie. And any sympathy I may have had for her, not that there was much, the way she did those kids at that birthday party,
I agree.
no.
I agree.
Mm-mm.
So as they're walking out and she's dragging the kids out, she literally was like, "They don't need the presents. They don't need the toys. They have toys at home." And Jerry's like, "No, wait a minute. Now let's go in and get," because Jerry's like, "Oh, just get the kids his birthday presents." She's like,
Right.
they don't need toys. I was like, now what did DJ do?
That's so
Nothing.
mean.
That's mean.
It was just straight up mean. And he can hear all of this. That he can hear exactly what you're saying.
And I'm thinking like the kids aren't crying or anything, which leads me to
They're
believe
used to
they're
this.
used to it, and that's awful.
That's sad. Very sad.
So Jerry's like, no, hold on now. And Jerry's all upset. Now, meanwhile, Kiana's at home chatting with her friend. Is her name Kian? I didn't write it down. I can't remember
It's
her name. It's like
something like I don't know, but
Keion.
you like her a lot.
I like her. She's because
Mhm.
she's like girl. So they're sitting at home and they're chatting. I did notice I tried to pause it when Kiana jumped up to see what they were drinking. So they
Mm,
did have like a thing of lemonade and then 4 small cups in
okay.
addition to the cups they were drinking. So I'm wondering if they had like vodka in the cups. They were making vodka
Uh-huh.
lemonades, but they didn't want to show it on camera.
Oh, that sounds good right about now.
I know. So she's at home chatting, and she goes, "I don't know what's going on." He goes over there at night to put the kids to bed, and she's like,
Mm-mm.
"Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm."
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So then we see because they're still outside, and Joela's still like, "I fuck them kids, fuck everybody. I'm not getting the
Yeah.
gifts, whatever." And we see
Yep.
the middle child, the birthday boy,
Right.
hugging the baby, like it's okay to the
Girl.
baby.
This is bad. I
It's upsetting. It's
I feel
upsetting. The
like
kids are so upsetting to me.
I feel like there's a better home situation over with Kiana and Damadrick
I
than there
know.
is with Joella.
I think so too. It's
Because she
awful.
doesn't seem like a very warm, comforting mom.
Mm-mm.
I mean, she wouldn't even let the baby take his goddamn presents home.
I know.
She didn't let him take home the cupcakes, the balloons she was trying to blow up, like
Mm-mm.
nothing. She didn't care.
She
It's
didn't
all
care.
about her.
You're right. You're right. So Jerry is talking to her and he goes, y'all don't have to get along or do or don't,
Right.
but the kids are still here.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I mean, you had 2 kids with this guy, 3 because we think he adopted the first one. So they got 3
Hmm.
kids together. He's got 3 kids somewhere else we never heard of. So
Yep. Oh, I keep forgetting about those kids.
I know. So Demadrick calls Kiana, like, come pick me up. And so she's like, I'm on it. She jumps up.
Yeah.
So that's it. They everybody squeals off, and she, at one point, Jerry did say, "We're gonna watch the kids for a minute while she goes in and gets the
The
kids stuff."
gifts.
So I was
Right.
like, "Okay, at least maybe she got to open them at home,
Right. Maybe.
maybe." So now it's the next day, and Demadrick and Kiana are cleaning the car, and he says, "Well, I'm upset because my son's birthday was completely ruined by her."
It was.
And then he goes, "She needs to go to a psych institute where they can check her out." Like she kept saying, "We fucked 7 days ago" or something. I don't even know. And she goes, "Did you?" He goes, "Hell no, I'm at work or with you. Like, what are you talking about?" She goes, "Well, you go over there to put the kids to bed." He goes, "I go over and put the kids to bed, and then I come home and help you put your kids to bed." I was like,
I mean, I'm not letting my man go over to his ex's house to put the kids to bed. You can put the kids to bed when they're over here with us. Like,
I,
no, especially
mm,
with his cheating history.
yes, with her specifically.
Yeah.
Um, and he goes, I just told you what happened at the party. I told you how she acted crazy. And so, no, I'm not going over there and fucking her. He goes, Joella is bitter and crazy, and you know how she is. Now,
She is.
this plays on his favor, right? Because Joella is so
Mm.
crazy, he could be fucking her, and
Yep.
nobody's gonna believe
Yep.
her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the talking head, he tells us Kiana would be mad if she knew I gave Joella that $600 for her tires. And this thing about me and Joella being together, it's like a virus. People keep talking about it, it won't go away, and she's the one that keeps spreading it.
Yep.
Um, and the talking head, Kiana goes, Demadrick needs to be honest with me about what is going on there. And now I've got like a case going against me, and love is not worth all this.
It's it is a bad baby mama situation for sure. It
But
just is.
but Keisha, somebody texted me or DM'd me or whatever and said,
Hmm.
if Kiana is capable of putting, revenge porn on the internet, then she might be capable of slashing some tires. I was like, slashing some tires and crashing out a window is pretty different,
I
I
agree.
think.
There's levels. Like
There's
that's a
levels.
level 3, and then that's a level 10.
Yeah. So
I
I
I
still
I
don't think she
wonder are
did
we
it.
gonna find out. I don't think she did it either. But if she did it at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised either. I know that sounds weird.
I know. I think, I mean, we've only got 4 or 5 more episodes, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, now let's move it on to Will and Courtney. So he's yelling at her outside because she's at this house where she's renting the room. He's yelling at her
Outside in the rain,
outside in the
trying to
rain.
look, trying to act like it's the Notebook.
I was thinking, are they trying to think? Are they thinking this is romantic?
I think she is. I think she does.
So he's like, "Who are you sleeping with?" And she's like, "What?" And he goes, "It's 150% your fault that I don't trust you." That's true.
Yeah, well, it is. She's done all of this.
He's like, "You've had Mark here the whole time." And she goes, "Well, Mark actually has been here for me. Like he found me a place to live and he gives me rides and he gives me $60, whatever's in his wallet."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Mark's not the one who gave me a fake ring." She's still on that.
She won't let that ring go. She just won't.
Talking head together, he says, "The ring is not fake. I got it from a diamond supplier." And she goes, "Where are the papers?" And he goes, "I don't have to tell you about the papers. I don't have to tell you anything." Her lashes are nuts. She has put on new lashes and they are about to jump up to her scalp. They're awful.
She was a lot, and she looked high as a kite. She looked like she was on uppers. Normally,
Mm,
she looks like she's on downers, and she's all
uh-huh.
sluggish.
Yeah.
During the interview where she's, side by side with him,
Hmm.
she looked like she's on uppers to me.
Her makeup looked great though.
I
I
beg to
thought.
differ.
Oh, I liked it. I
Mhm.
liked it. So, okay. So he says to her when they're outside yelling at each other, he says, "How can you not expect me to want a divorce?" And she goes, "I want somebody to fight for me for once." And he's like, "I've been fighting for you for weeks."
Yeah. She didn't answer the phone when he was trying. Like, bitch, how could I fight for you and you won't answer the phone? I'm fighting.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
She doesn't get it. Mm-mm.
And she goes, "All you do is bitch and moan and tell me what a loser I am. And you never say you're proud of me."
What has she done to be proud of?
Well, I mean, if she would have gotten out and done all the things she's supposed to do, he would have been like,
Yeah.
"Hey, here we
Good
are,
job.
4 weeks into this. Good job."
No, she's acting like a loser. Like she really is.
She is. He's like, "Every day I said I was proud of you." And they're just blah, 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 blah. And they're just yelling. And I just read, now I'm
Yeah.
starting to get bugged because they're just, they could be speaking in normal tones. So they're screaming at each other.
I mean, it is like a light drizzle. They're not having to yell because they're outside in a thunderstorm.
No,
It's just not that serious at all.
screaming. So I'm sure the woman that's renting the room is like, "Hello, I have neighbors. I'm not supposed to be
Yeah.
renting a room out. Can you please not draw attention
Right.
to the matter?"
Yeah.
So he says the simple solution is to sign the divorce papers. "I'm here for 24 hours and you can sign them or I will have the court compel you to. Those are your options." And she goes, "Oh, I'll have the court compel you to."
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Now, I think if these two could get along,
They'd be fine.
they'd be funny together.
Yeah, I think so too. But she can't do it.
Mm-mm.
She can't do it. She's
So,
still in that mentality of I got to get money. I don't want to work. I want to do what I want to do, and that just doesn't coincide with marriage.
so he drives off crying, which was very sad.
It was sad, very sad.
But then he tells us, which I don't think we knew this. If we did, I forgot. He says,
No, we didn't.
"I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm trying to maintain work, keep my mom sane while we watch my dad die. He has
Yeah,
dementia and cancer. She's taking care of him. And the situation with Courtney was supposed to be a new beginning." And um, I'm surprised at how reluctant I feel to go on without her. Seeing
hmm
her in person, I wanted to kiss her because we have this
yeah,
wild chemistry. Okay, and we get that, and we're going to see it on the next show you and I cover, Match Me Abroad. You can have wild chemistry with somebody, but this is not
hmm
sustainable. This screaming,
no,
this yelling, this "you did
no,
this, you did that." And he is dealing with a dying parent
yeah,
and trying to keep the other one sane while the parent's dying. I mean, while he's a kid watching his dad die,
yeah.
and he's got a prison bitch to deal with.
There's a lot of people sitting in prison right now because they had so much chemistry with a person, and that chemistry could quickly turn into a fight in the middle of the road. It
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, he needs to get far away from Courtney.
God. So in the talking head, they're sitting together, and he goes, yeah, we've said some awful things to each other, and I hope I'm not naive enough to believe she loved me when she didn't. And in thinking that I'm not that naive, then she loved me too, and she's hurting like I am. And
She's
she's
not
like,
hurting.
she starts dying out laughing.
Yeah.
He just said something really nice.
Mhm.
She starts dying out laughing, and he just picks up his drink and he goes, I don't know why this is funny. She goes, I'm sorry. This is just how I process things.
She said, I wanted to slap her. I wanted to slap her on behalf of Will
It
because
was terrible.
it was bad.
And he goes,
Yeah, she's
okay,
awful.
well, this is not funny. And she goes, I'm sorry. It's just like the way you said it. And he goes, none of this is funny,
Mm-mm.
actually.
Nope. Nope.
Terrible.
It was rude. Yep. He could do so much better.
So much better. So, and hopefully
Mhm.
now he's been on the show, he can find a girl in his local area. So,
Yeah.
next day she's making breakfast in the kitchen and she calls her mom, and she seems sober here. She seems sober
Yeah.
here.
We've not seen her sober a lot. And I tell you what, when she FaceTime her mom, I was like, what is she doing talking to Justine's mom?
She
I thought it
did
was
look,
Justine's mom.
I thought they do look just alike.
They do.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This mom has a little more niceness to her.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
So she goes, oh my God, Will showed up yesterday. He wants me to sign these divorce papers. And then sent me the address where I'm supposed to come and meet him before he goes back to the airport. And mom goes, well, look, you did get married very quickly, like one day of being out. And I think you need to do some soul searching. In the
Yeah.
end, it's about you becoming better and stronger. It's early on in a relationship to be having these big arguments. So
Yeah.
maybe get a divorce before you get more into it. And like, she's like, I'm not telling you what to do, because she's like walking on eggshells.
Right.
Just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you maybe you should give some thought to this divorce.
Yeah.
And she goes, Mom, he gave up on me. And mom's like,
What?
okay, okay. I saw him.
It's like talking to a 12-year-old about
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
It really is. Like her maturity level is her and Jawalia, the maturity level got stunted at some point.
Yeah. You're right.
Like really, but then again, are they to even 25? Because that frontal lobe doesn't close to their 25.
Okay. Courtney is 25
Okay, no more
and
excuses.
Joelle is 29.
Oh, no excuses. Sorry, girls.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sorry, ladies. So
Sorry.
in the talking head, she goes, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to end the cycle of being in toxic relationships, because that's how I ended up in prison. And, I got into a life of crime because of a toxic relationship. And so, no, I don't know if I'm going to sign it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Everything is everyone else's fault.
Yeah.
I got in this situation because of that. I got in that situation because of this. It's never on her at all.
That's how you
I
can
can't
tell
stand her, Mary Payne.
she's an active addict.
Poor Will.
Poor Will. You guys, do you live in the San Diego area?
Mm-hmm. Sacramento.
Do you live in the Sacramento area?
Yes.
If you lived in San Diego, that's not going to help. Sacramento is where he lives. Somebody go
Yeah.
date Will.
Please.
I'd like him to get a tall girl,
Mm-hmm.
a girl that's 5'9" to 6 feet tall,
Okay. Okay.
and a girl that likes to do gaming,
Okay.
a
And
computer
who's not on
nerd,
drugs?
not
Who's
on
not on
drugs, and
drugs?
maybe a girl that's in recovery or doesn't really care much about partying.
And has probably never been in jail. If she's been to jail, it's only for like tickets that she forgot to pay.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe DUI and then she got sober after that. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Anything's better than Courtney.
That's what I'm saying. All right, let's talk about Leticia. I'm never gonna say it the right
Leticia.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Leticia?
Yeah.
Is it
Criminal. Let's just call her Criminal
Tisha?
L.
Okay.
Yeah. Criminal L.
Leticia and Keith. So one day out of the halfway house.
I think I have something on them too.
Oh, what you got, girl?
Let me unfortunately I don't have on my readers. But something went down because she started making posts. She would make a post. She's one of those people, she makes a post.
Uh-huh.
And then she comments under her own post.
I love it.
I don't like that. I don't even like it when someone makes a post and they like their own post.
Sometimes I accidentally do that.
I've accidentally done it.
Because I think I'm on my personal Instagram and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna like the pink shade one to give it an
Of
extra like, but
course.
then I'm on pink
Yeah.
shade and I liked my I'm like, "Oh, that was dumb."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well,
Yeah.
she made comment after, okay, so the first post says, a snitch I can never a because be wait, never ever be a snitch and whatever this emoji means. And then CC. See that?
CC? What's CC
I
mean?
don't know. I don't know.
Um,
I don't know.
closed
So did
captioning?
she
I mean,
well, we kind of need that for when she and Muffmouth are talking. We do.
well, muffle mouth, we can't understand him.
Excuse me. And then she goes, ain't no honor in pointing fingers after you benefited. Loyalty don't live in everybody. Some folks fold the minute they get hot. They wasn't solid from the start. Pressure just exposed it. This is all her commenting on her own post.
Oh, okay.
No, no one else has commented on it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
If you bold enough to play dirty, be bold enough to stand on it.
Uh-huh.
Street code ain't for everybody, clearly. Funny how the same ones you fed be the same ones feeding the law. Doing dirt with somebody, then flipping, that's the definition of foul. The way karma work, that paperwork gonna follow you forever. You ain't no gangster. Real G's don't fold under pressure. They stand on what they do.
So Keith turned her in for all of her white collar crimes? Is that what we're gathering from that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that what we gathered?
I feel like maybe it's Aunt Marcia.
Mm. Aunt Marcia flipped on her for her white collar crimes. Somebody flipped on her and was sneeching.
Yeah.
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 I
I
got it.
I have a hard time believing that it's the husband unless he was facing some kind of charges for being an accomplice to some of her stuff.
Yeah, because maybe she had him sign some shit.
Uh, yeah.
Teresa Judah
Mhm.
style.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Letitia. Okay.
hmm
Nobody's giving you all those kids if you're going to be in jail.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
God bless.
anyway, her body's all sore. Her coochie hurts. Okay. They've been doing it a lot.
Girl, I mean, all you have to say was y'all did it a lot.
Yeah.
Everything else we can make it up in our heads. We didn't need all that.
Well, he's trying to get her again on the bed. And she's like, we got to get ready. We got to get ready. The kids are coming. He's like, when? She's like, right now. Oh my God. Get off me. I know
Mm,
I'm so hot. So they chat about how there's going to be big changes in the house because there's boys in the house now. And they're hoping Demaree,
Demaree, uh-huh.
but they're calling him Mari.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just making sure because I wrote
Yeah,
Marie and I was like, Marie doesn't sound right. Mari.
yeah.
Hoping Mari can come. But they're gonna go bowling, and Mari's gonna join them, and he's, so cute, I'm sick thinking of whatever happened with his mother where he was neglected but whatever, it just makes me like
Right. You have to wonder like how horrible it was in the household. There
right.
had to be some kind of abuse.
Something they said neglect, but maybe they're just not saying abuse, but
Mm-hmm.
something happened where somebody, I think at school must have noticed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he's 15, so, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's plays football, he's a big kid.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
terrible, but he's still a kid, you know? So, anyway, they're saying like hoping granddad takes good care of him, while they're trying to get him to live with them. And so anyway, they're going bowling and Naraya's like,
Oh God, I hate these people. Oh God,
and they
like
go,
really.
we're going to go bowling. We're having a fun family day. And she's like, I don't like to bowl. He goes, hey, you straightened your hair. She's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Like
to see
motherfucker,
you.
you've only seen me twice ever, and both times were straight. Have you ever seen me with curly hair? Like it is just
She's
this
net.
child is so uncomfortable.
And it's interesting because, Letitia's like, well, she's just a teenager. She's just a teenager. And I'm like, she is just a teenager, but
Mm-hmm.
she is unhappy about this situation. Unhappy.
I don't think their lifestyle is very stable, just with Leticia.
Mm-mm. Right. Remember the first time we ever saw them, it's like kids are always late to school.
Yeah,
Like,
like it was no big deal at all. Like Naraya is like, this man is a hardened criminal and he's coming to live with us.
yes. Yeah.
Why? He's coming to live with us and not my mom's house.
Right. It's whoever owns this house, not even sure. Somebody else's credit card.
Yeah.
So, Demaree chats with his dad, and Keith's like, I just want to, but what
Yeah.
he says is, we're in the court process and trying to get it done. And he goes, I just want you to know, like, I'm here for you. And it's a
Mhm.
sweet conversation. And the talking head, Demaree says, I'm so glad my dad is home now. Like, he can come to my football games and everything. Like, it's
Right.
really great. And I think he seems so far like a really sweet kid.
He does, and I feel like he needs to stay exactly where he's at with his grandparents.
We met that stepmom. She's so sweet.
Yeah, I think Letitia's house is full of chaos
Yeah.
all the time. This kid has already been in a bad situation. He needs stability. His dad has no job. His dad has no car. His dad probably doesn't have a driver's license. Like, you're like fresh out of prison and you think that you can go to the court and say, I want my kid back, like right
Yeah.
now?
No.
No.
Mm-mm,
And he shouldn't even
mm-mm.
be having that discussion with this poor boy
I know.
because he's giving him false hope.
And I think he's just trying to be like, I just want you to know, like, I'm really
I
trying.
want you. Yeah.
And so Letitia tries to talk to the kids about Keith over by a video game. And she's like, yeah, like having him there, it's going to be different because, we're not used to having boys in the house. And, Demaree might also come and live with us too. And Naraya's like, are you fucking kidding me? Where are these people going to sleep? Like, what? And
And Nara's like, bitch, I barely fuck with you. And now
she's
you're
like,
bringing in all these extra people in the house?
she's like,
Really?
living with my dad might seem like a good idea at this point.
Which I think she may not have a choice but to do that with the
Right.
way things are going for Letitia.
And then she says, listen, something was going on in Demaree's home. We don't know what it was, but, we want to make sure he's okay. And, you never know what's going on in somebody else's house. They may look
Right.
okay on the outside. Things may be going on. So we just wanted him to be with us, blah, blah. And then, of course, the little one is like bawling, crying because
Starts
she's so
crying.
sweet. She's so sweet.
And it's so sad because she's so sweet and this is her mom.
I know. It's so sad. So she's like, it's
Mm-mm-mm.
okay. I was like, well, you just told her that her half brother, stepbrother, is in an abusive home. So of course she's gonna cry.
She didn't need to hear any of that.
Mm-mm. Just be
Not
like,
not at all.
we're trying to get him to come live with us. Won't that be fun?
That's it. That's it. But it's Letitia and she's just a dumbass, dumbass boss babe.
But she could have said it to Naraya, who's a
Because
teenager,
she's old enough.
because she's
Yeah.
old enough to understand. And the little one just be like, won't that be fun?
This is the same child who just found out 2 days ago Keith was her biological dad.
I've never in my life. What? He's not my dad.
I know. I'm like, you cannot make this shit up.
I mean, mm-mm.
It was
All right.
crazy.
So the next morning, they're laying in their bed in twin bonnets, and today is a court day. Apparently, people were very upset they had on these fake Versace robes, but I was like, I didn't even notice it because everything she wears is like that.
Everything she wears is fake, over the top, and cheap. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't have noticed it either if someone hadn't posted about it. It just goes along with everything else. Like you said, it goes along with everything else that she wears.
it
Just cheap.
didn't occur to me. So
Mm-mm.
today is the court day, and he goes, I got to.
Yeah.
But what he says is, I got to be a good role model. I've got to work. I got to be a productive member of society. I got to show that I'm not going to live the fast life. I have to, he has to prove it to the court. He has to prove it to his son. He has to be a good role model.
And you haven't done any of those things yet.
He's been out of halfway house for 2 days.
2 days.
So the talking head, he says, I got 3 kids by 3 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
His sons are 4 days apart for 2 different
Damn.
women. And that's a little bit like Montana
Ooh.
Mills had Nova and
Nova and
Mason.
Mason.
And
Yep.
aren't they like a month apart? They're very close.
Something like that. Very close. Yeah.
He goes, my sons are 4 days apart. And then my daughter was born 6 months after I was in lockup. So he knew he was going to prison. He still got somebody pregnant.
Mm-mm-mm.
And he said, it's been hard to be a parent, but I tried to do the best I could. And we see some pictures of him, with the kids over the years. And
Right.
he says, but I have a great relationship with all of them. And so in the talking head, he says, even though we know I'm rehabilitated, she says, even though we know you're rehabilitated, we have to prove it to the judge. Fuck DCFS. And he's like, we're trying to get Mari back. And she goes, I mean, after we get Mari back, fuck DCFS.
She is so,
Stupid.
here's the fucked up thing about her
Uh-huh.
is that I could see like having lunch with her and laughing the whole time. She's
Mhm.
charismatic. She's just
Yes.
fucking a criminal.
Yes.
She's a criminal mastermind over there, but there's something like charming and funny about her.
That's what I'm saying. She's funny.
Yeah, she
She's funny.
is.
So she might be a real fun mom because she doesn't take
Not to
anything
Mariah.
seriously. Well, she's not trying to
No.
get her to do her homework or anything.
No, nothing like that.
She's gonna
No.
be an hour late to the volleyball game and make it about her when
She's
she comes in.
she's not going to volunteer with the PTO.
Mm-mm.
Most definitely not. She's not
Mm-mm.
baking any cookies for fundraisers and shit like that. No.
So the court day is over. It's not a good outcome.
But look
And
how they dress.
I know. I hope when he went in there, he took off those sunglasses, pulled that hoodie down, took that hat off to reveal that bald head, and I hope that they went in there looking respectful.
I don't
But
think they did.
okay.
Mm-mm.
So he says the court case is delayed and it's not even clear when they can get him. He goes, basically, they said just keep checking in and we'll let you know when it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes that's how it goes.
and she goes, we're not going to quit. We're going to keep fighting for him. And, he's living with his dad right now. And that's great. He goes, but I hate to put that on my dad,
Right.
So, but okay, that's the granddad. So he should be okay with it too.
He should be okay with it. And you can see him anytime you want to.
All right.
I'm sure the granddad will let him come over on the weekends and stay the night and all this other kind of shit. Like the only thing is he's not living with you, but he could probably come over whenever he wants.
And probably live there too.
Without anyone even knowing. Yeah. Exactly.
So he calls his son. He was like, I got to call my son. I need some space. She's like, okay, shit.
She's like, okay. All right.
We're still just going to stand 4 inches away.
Right.
So, and my note here is like, this whole thing is sad, but you do have to come at it from the court's position. And it could be, they're like, yeah, the best thing would be for him to be with his biological dad. Let me look at who his living situation. Okay, he's married. That's good. She's got 2 children. Oh, she's got an established home. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Let's look at her record.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've got a criminal going to live with another criminal who currently has active cases against her.
Right.
Who may be facing prison time herself.
Mm-hmm. And why did they get their lawyer?
May not know that.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely know. Well,
you think so? He may not know.
And then they should get that lawyer. What's his name? You love him.
Arthur. Arthur.
That's his name.
Arthur.
They should get Arthur to go with them.
No, they're like, Arthur's like, y'all haven't paid me the full retainer. I can't meet y'all at court. Go ahead and just say this, and that.
Arthur's like, I'm an established attorney. I do not need an Amazon gift card for my appearance on this show. I need y'all to pay me the $5,000 you owe me.
Exactly.
Oh my God. We had to talk to a lawyer recently, and they were like, and so anyway, for this services, it's going to be $5,000. And we're like, say what?
And that's just to start with.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm sure.
Maybe we just try to do it ourselves. Okay. Let's move on to Justine and Michael. All right. So listen, we've been like, there's no story here. There's no story here. The story, I guess, is going to be her with her mom. And they told you we'll be seeing her dad this season too. Okay. But what we're doing now is we're doing a fake going to look at dresses scene. So they go into a store. First, I'm like, is this a wedding store? Is this a store for quinceañeras? Right. Is it a prom store? Unclear.
Yeah.
Unclear.
Nope. Don't know.
They've got a section of white dresses, but they also seem to have like pageant dresses. So they look at these dresses, and she tells us she was married for 10 years to the boy's dad. We did not know that.
We never knew that. We never knew that they were married.
I never even knew she was with Anne. I didn't even think I knew the boys had the same dad.
Well, I knew they had the same dad, and I knew she was with him because she, that one scene where they were dressed like, what do you call the children in the morning, the people in the morning time, crossing guard outfits? And she was saying that
the children in the morning time,
the people that help the children in the morning time, the damn crossing guards, they were dressed like them. And she was saying like he would withhold food, he was very abusive.
Yes.
So we knew she was with him. But we just had no idea she was married. That has never come up.
10 years she was married to this guy.
10 years. Yeah.
She said,
Wow.
I was married for 10 years to the boy's dad. I was young and dumb. I knew it was wrong. I did it anywhere. I wore a black dress because it was not well with my soul. And
Wow.
so then she is, so she really wants to have like a nice wedding. We talk about the prison wedding. Um, and she's like, I haven't gotten rid of my baby weight. Girl, you had 2 babies in like 18 months.
Right.
Of course you
Yeah.
haven't gotten rid of the baby weight. Are you kidding
Mm-mm.
me?
This is not the time to be trying on wedding dresses.
No. She has
Mm-mm.
what, a 16-month-old and a 3-month-old?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Give
Um,
yourself some grace and time, please.
Please, give yourself a
Yeah.
year at least
Because doing this is only going to fuck you up in the head
to make you like,
when you
"Oh
see how
god."
you look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, she says, "I haven't gotten rid of the baby weight, and I hold myself to a high standard of the way I look. When I was young, I competed in dancing competitions. We see all the pictures of her with her awards and everything. And, a lot of that was put on me by my mom, how to keep
Mm-hmm.
myself in shape for the dancing. And now that I'm older, that's still with me. And I feel like I need to look perfect. I need to be perfection."
Mm-hmm.
And she says, basically she's blaming her mother, as we all do,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
for her body image issues. And she says, but I haven't even talked to my mom since Million was born.
Shit. I wasn't expecting to hear that.
No, I was expecting her to like check in or just come by and visit, just
Yeah.
swing by Vegas, even though she lives in Rhode Island.
And
So
not even a swing by, phone calls, FaceTime. Let me see the baby. Like,
yeah, let me see that baby.
what the fuck?
Give me that
Yeah.
baby. So they all try on the dresses and they're like, let's show dad the dresses. And she's like, oh, my phone's cutting out. And it's very funny. But again, they're all in
Yeah.
like, I'm like, these are gonna be your bridesmaids dresses? They're gonna be like, you going to a pageant? What are we doing?
That one slit was all the way up to Kylie's stomach. Like, that is a high slit that she's got on with that dress.
I gotta tell you, this is the first time I've ever looked at Kylie and been like, wow, she really looks like Justine.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. Mm-hmm.
So now it's the next day or whenever it is, and Maria, Michael's mom, comes in to hang out. Justine's with the baby on the bed. And Justine's just like, do you mind if we leave the babies with you while we go to New York? What?
Girl.
All the
And
babies?
you
All 10 of them? Or just these 2 little ones?
and I have a feeling, everyone is always so hard on Sherry.
Mhm.
And which Sherry can do better. But I
Yeah.
think this has always been how Justine is.
Uh-huh.
She makes these mistakes. Sherry has to come in. Now, mind you, remember the house that they're living in is also in Sherry's name.
Oh, I
It's under
forgot.
Sherry's name and Justine's name. So they couldn't even they could not have gotten the house without Sherry's help. I
Mhm.
think Sherry just had enough of billing Justine. I mean, look, she was with this one guy for 10 years who was awful and abusive, and then the next guy is in prison for selling fentanyl.
And
Sherry just
she
like,
moves the kids to be to Pennsylvania to be nearer to the prison. Yeah.
and Sherry has said, I've had to pay this bill, I've had to pay.
Yeah.
So, I think Sherry's just like, I need a break.
Yeah.
I just need a break. I can't take it. I cannot take anymore.
And she thought the first baby was a mistake so soon, and then to have a second one so quick, on
After
purpose.
there were health issues with the first pregnancy.
You're right. So, and the talking head Justine says, when I was in the hospital having Million, my mom came, and a few days later, Mike had to go to work. So I guess she was probably in the hospital 4 or 5 days because she had to have a
Mhm.
C-section, then she got her
C-section.
tubes tied and stuff too, right?
Right.
So she says, I was in the hospital, but a few days later, Mike had to go to work, and my mom got on the plane and left me to deal with everything in the hospital. Everything was on me, and I needed her help, and it really hurt my feelings. Well, luckily, you have got
Well,
12 extra children to help you. So,
like, you knew this was going to be the situation when you went in.
but it
You
sounds like
should have
Sherry
already
had
been
a job.
prepared.
Sherry had a job.
She
She had to
does
get
have
back
a
to.
job.
Yeah.
She's like an ER nurse or something like that.
And she's like, I got to get back to work
I
to help
mean,
you pay
Maria
for this
is
shit.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria was there. Like, you knew this was going to happen.
Maria seems to have a full-time job too. So I don't know how she's going to be watching the kids. Maybe they're just literally going over to New York for the weekend and back.
Maybe,
It's
hopefully.
really far. So, she says she grew up, with Sherry as a single mom. She says, my mom did a lot for me. Like I had a lot of nice things, but there was no emotional support. Like, we don't talk about feelings. We don't say, I love you. And it doesn't feel like she ever wants to celebrate big moments with me. But I think to
Mhm.
your point, she's like, so you had Kylie. We don't know where that dad is. You marry this
Mhm.
fucking loser who's abusive, stay with him for
Mhm.
10 years. I'm bailing you out of that. Then
Yeah.
you hook up with a guy in prison. You move my grandkids that I helped raise all the way to Pennsylvania
Right.
to be closer to this guy. Then once he get out of prison, then you guys all move over to Vegas. I
Yep.
think she's like a girl. Yeah.
Stop being dumb. Yeah.
So Maria's like, listen, you have to talk to your mom. You guys are planning this wedding. Like, you have to talk to Sherry. You gotta get on board, you know. And Maria's being very encouraging. And she goes, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't even want to come to the wedding, but it would break my heart. And she goes, but you don't know because you haven't called her. Like,
Right.
if you just call her and tell her, then you'll know.
Right.
And she goes, well, I'm going to tell you something, Sherry, Maria. If I call her and invite her to come to the wedding and she doesn't come, I'm going to close that door forever. Like, I won't be able to do it. So she
Okay.
calls her mom and she's like, hey, hi.
Hi.
Like, it hadn't been
Mhm.
4 months, like, you know. And she goes, what's going on? She goes, well, mom, so, you know, we're planning this wedding and I'm hoping you'll come. And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't
She
know
never
that.
heard of it. Yeah.
But Justine's immediately like, so I hope you're going to come.
Yep.
And she goes, when is it? Like,
Yeah.
is it next week? Cause I can't come, you know?
Right.
Um, she goes, well, we're hoping it's going to be in the summer. And she must say they must cut it out. Like, we're coming over to the East
She
Coast.
did. She said
Yeah.
that we're coming to New York and I would like to see you. Yeah.
She says, maybe you could come and meet us to help us look for places. And her mom goes, okay,
Mhm.
well, you know, you can't just tell me things last minute. Like, are you
Yep.
like, is today Monday and you're coming on Thursday? Like, I got to
Right.
work.
Yeah.
And if she is an ER nurse, she probably works those 24-hour shifts, you know?
Yep. Mhm.
So she goes, you can't just tell me last minute, but okay, yeah, maybe. Let's just keep me
Right.
updated on your plan. Okay. And she's like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a normal response.
And then she can tell Justine's crying and she says, what's wrong? And she goes,
Yeah.
nothing, I'm fine. I was like, well, here was an opportunity.
Express yourself.
She said, what's wrong? And you could have told her
Mhm.
what's wrong. Now she may have been like, well, I got to go back to work, Justine. But you could have
Yeah.
told her, you know?
Yeah. But no, she's gonna cry like Justine wants everything super fast. She wants things when Justine wants them. Case in point, the fucking elephant wedding. Here we go.
The elephant wedding.
Yeah.
Can't.
She wants it right now.
That's funny. Okay, let's move on to Bianca and Daniel. And
Mhm.
yeah, this is our last couple. I was about to say this has got to be the end. Well, we open up. Did you notice this week what I've been trying to tell you to notice? That when he's doing his talking head, his lips are very plump.
No.
I can't get over it because he's thin-lipped like me, but in this
Mhm.
talking head, his lips are plumped and his face looks like he's been crying. It's like,
Maybe
what?
he's drunk.
Maybe he's puffy like JK, you
Yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he's telling her, like, I'm gonna jump out of the car. And she's like, what? And he goes, I can't be in the car. She goes, what are you doing? He's let me pull over. So he jumps out at the light and the production comes over and goes, so we just saw him jump out of the car. Like, what's going on?
Mhm.
And she
Mhm.
goes, he's irrational. He's acting crazy. I don't know. Now, all of this, I would say, normally I'd be skeptical and be like, all of this is fake. But we do know he went back to
No.
jail for using. So,
Yeah, I don't see any acting with these scenes with them.
well, when she came in the restaurant last time and she's smiling and he's
Got a
smiling, like, what are you
smile.
doing? You know, that's where you can
Mhm.
tell they're acting because they've got that smiling.
Right.
Um,
But I think he cannot stand her.
okay, well, I can't stand him. I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
This
Mhm.
made me on
I get
Bianca's
it.
side, and that makes me mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, I got a long walk ahead of me. I got to get away from her. So in the talking head, she goes, I have no idea what's changed in him to make him want to drink when he was so against it. And we do have a year lease. See that they haven't even put the furniture together yet. A-
Nope.
And she goes, seeing this new side of him is really upsetting. Like, he can't handle his emotions. He won't communicate. I'm tired of babysitting a grown man. He makes me feel like shit. Why am I doing this? You know? So he comes in the apartment, he's banging stuff around in the dishwasher, and you see him like jamming the
Yeah.
dishwasher in.
Because
So
he's
she,
drunk.
because he's drunk, because you know
Mhm.
that when he was first out, he was all like, gotta be respectful of our things. And
Yeah.
now he
He
doesn't give a shit.
was. Nope.
So she comes in and she goes, what are you doing? And he goes, what are you doing? And she goes, you know, it's irresponsible to have drinks when you're not supposed to. Like you're messing with your freedom here, you know?
Right.
So he walks off and goes into his where he's got this. These definitely
The
came from
sign.
Five Below.
Oh, yeah.
It's a light up headset and a light up man cave. And she thought that was going to be
Yeah.
so cute, but he's not 8. So
No, and that looks like it was built for
for
an
an 8-year
eight-year-old.
old. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so he goes into the man cave and gets on the computer to play a game or whatever. And she tries to talk to him and she was like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I just needed she goes, "Well, I just needed space." And he goes, "Well, I need space, so you can fuck off." And she's like, so she goes, "All right." So she goes to sit in the car. And the talking head in the car, she goes, "I don't what's going on here?" She goes, "You to think I
He's so
wanted him."
different.
She's like, "I wanted him to commit to me, but like that was so stupid. Like, why did I want
Yeah.
that?" You know?
Yeah, well, that's what all of us were yelling at the TV to begin with. Like, why are you moving your whole, not that she had much of anything going on where she was, but at least she was around family and friends.
Yeah.
You move all the way to Arizona for this guy, and you don't know how he's going to be once he gets out of prison. You have no
No.
idea.
And his
And
family
you've
was
got no
like,
support system.
it's a family of alcoholics. He has a brother that died.
Yeah.
It's a family of addicts. He really needs to just be living with his mom and his stepmom.
He does.
Yeah. So now the production is asking him because he's like, who is he
Mhm.
texting? And he just smiles. So it's the next day and he's coming home from work and he's telling us like, "Oh, I'm so happy she's going to go hang out with
Right.
Celeste Day, right? Celeste Day." Um and so he walks in and he goes, "Why are you here? God, thought you were
There's
going to
nothing
hang out."
more disappointing than you think someone's not going to be home and you get home and their ass is right there parked on the motherfucking couch.
I know you're
You're
like,
like, I thought I had like 2 hours to myself. Like, but here you are. And I think that's what gets on his nerves a lot.
yeah,
That she just has nothing going on. Everything is so laser focused on him.
yeah,
I think he feels smothered a little bit, and I'm
yeah,
not taking up for him, but I can understand this little pocket of feelings. Like
yeah,
she's always under him. She doesn't do anything unless it's about him or for him or with him. Like he's like, get your own life. Like
yeah, yeah.
do something instead of just being here in this bed. But on the other hand, I'm sure she's a little bit depressed, but I think she was depressed before she even moved to Arizona.
Me too. Yeah. So he goes, "Why are you here? I thought you were hanging out with Celeste." And she goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Why are you just like sitting here in this room?"
Right.
Because and she goes, "Yeah, like maybe I'm depressed." And he goes, and she goes, "But I mean, like, you don't spend any time with me." He goes, "I stopped spending time with you because you sit alone in a dark room." And she
Yeah.
goes, "You're never with me. What do you know? You don't, what are you talking about?" He goes, "You don't even care about yourself." She goes, "Well,
Yeah.
you don't care about yourself because you're relapsing. So you don't care if you
Mhm.
live or die."
Right.
And he goes, "Fuck off. Just sit in this room," and walks out. And she goes, "You
He's
won't even,"
so mean.
she goes, like, "You won't even talk to me." So she goes, "You know what? Like, I'm really actually done with you now. I'm done with you. You treat me like shit. You're acting irrational.
Mhm.
You're acting crazy." And he goes, you should admit you're toxic." And she goes, "What? I used to be toxic." And he goes, "No, I can't spend time with you because you're not honest. You're not honest. You're not an honest person. You're not honest." I was like, "Honest about what?"
I know, right?
He's the one that's not honest.
Give us an example of what she's lying about.
Right. So and he's like, "I was told I had 2 hours alone, and here you are."
Here you
Um,
are, fucking up my day.
Talking Head Daniel says, "A wise man once told me that alcohol reveals a sober man's thoughts." So that's a
Mhm.
flex. Like that's what you think is cool
Mhm.
because
It
now that
is.
you're drunk, you're telling her how you really feel.
Mhm.
And he goes, "But communicating with her, calling her a bitch, that's not the right way to let
Well,
your
no,
frustrations out
it's
on
not.
somebody." He's laughing.
Yeah.
He goes,
He's so done. He's over it.
"I just had to let it out. I had it with her." And he's laughing. It's awful.
Yeah. It's bad. Yep.
So then they both are like, "You should leave. You should leave. You signed the lease. You signed the lease. You should leave."
And
Talking
neither
Head,
one of them can make the other one leave because they're both on the lease.
that's right. Talking Head, she goes, "It's too bad I moved my whole life across the country for this person, like a disgusting person." Now, when she's doing this Talking Head, when she's like, "It's too bad I moved my whole life," you could tell it's like a different time frame to
Oh,
me
really?
because her makeup was different and she looked different.
Okay.
Um, and she goes, "I think he signed a lease with me because there's no way he can afford a place by himself and he can't get a place by himself because he's a felon." He doesn't
Exactly.
make enough money. He hadn't even paid the rent. And I've given him grace. He's had a job for a few months. Like he could have paid the rent, but I don't want to be
Mm-hmm.
with somebody like this. Right. So
Girl.
now he's in the other room and he's
Mm-hmm.
moving all his
Yeah.
computer stuff to the other side.
And I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Is he
Why is
doing
he doing this?
is he doing that because he's like on meth and that's what meth heads do? You know,
Well, at
they
first I'm like, is he like
disassemble.
I don't know. At first I'm like, is he packing his shit? Like, is he undoing everything because he's about to bounce? But no, that's not what he was doing.
He seems to just be unplugging everything and like rolling it up and moving it to the other side of the room.
Which makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Especially since they just moved in.
Also, are there no windows in this place? It seems like the only window is in the front, and then the other 2 rooms don't have any windows. I'm like, is this a windowless apartment except for in the kitchen?
It looks like one of those apartments that I'm trying to describe it right. I've been in apartments like this where
It's like one long
there's some that are
hallway. Yeah,
yes, and maybe they're like in the middle and they only have that one window.
in the front. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like a dorm room. So, he tells production, he goes, "Shh, I can't afford this place. No, I know he's going to rent to me." He goes, "But I think I could find somebody to move in with me pretty quickly. I mean, this is a nice spot."
Okay.
And he goes, "And I'm not leaving. So she should leave. She can get a place anywhere. She's got money. You know, I'm a felon. Difficult for me to find a house. And God, I'm so relieved she's breaking up with me so I didn't have to do it. You know, I
Yeah.
needed to take the garbage out, but she did it for me."
Ooh, that was bad.
What a dick.
That was so mean.
What a
That was bad.
dick. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time
He's
on.
not seasoned and he's not first season Daniel at all.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, he was
Mm-mm.
like in that Plato's closet trying to get her a ring and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Next time on, Daniel says to Bianca, "We're not it, sweetie." And she goes, "Well, you led me on." And she gets up and walks away. A friend, or it's her sister, I can't tell, says to Zaria, "Where's Troy?" And she goes, "He went to see his baby mama without me." And then we see him calling someone, going, "What up? I missed you." Now we know it's not
It's not the
Yana.
baby.
No,
No.
we're not falling for that trick. Jawalia says the night her tires got slashed, Kiana was leaving her house too. And we see a video of Kiana walking out of the house. And Damadrick says the video proves nothing.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Will says to Courtney, "What kind of a wife spends all day with other dudes?" And then in
Mm-hmm.
a talking head together, he says, "Have you cheated on me?" And she laughs and laughs and says, "If you only
Yeah.
knew."
Yeah. She treats him like dirt.
And do you think she's saying "if you only knew" because she was with Ruthless and Toothless?
And
Axel,
probably
whatever that
someone
girl's name
else.
is. Whatever that
Yeah.
girl's name. What
And
was that girl's
someone
name?
else. I don't know. I can never get Ruthless and Toothless. That's her name from here on out to me.
It was like her name. It was like 2 letters or 3 whatever. Ruthless and Toothless.
Mm-hmm.
That's who she was.
Yeah.
And that's it, y'all. That is Life After Lockup. Or is it Love After Lockup? No, we're Life
It's
After
life.
Lockup. You can't
Yeah.
remember. And that's it for this week. And we do know we have 4 or 5 episodes left. We don't know what's coming next, guys. They haven't told us. So we are going to figure that out as we go, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, over on Pink Shade Prime, listen to Keisha and I talking about Match Me Abroad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking with Matt this week about 90 Day UK because Kimberly's out of town.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Kate Casey on the Pop and Bravo this week because Kate and I are going to announce a new little side project we're doing. So be
Mm-hmm.
tuned for that. Also, Matt's on this week to talk about 90 Day HEA because I didn't realize Kimberly wasn't going to be back. And I was like, oops, I need somebody to record that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we announced over this weekend that Kimberly is going to be taking over for Amy on the weekend Hey Bunky episode where we're going to be talking about the new season of The Other Way. Amy is staying
Mm-hmm.
on for Plathville. And then, of course, guys, when October 1st hits, which is just 3 weeks away, Keisha and I
Yep.
will be back with Love is Blind Denver.
Yes, we will.
And
Busy, busy, busy girls.
and if that sounds like a lot, it's really not that much. We've done more.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because Match Me Abroad will be over and Plathville will be almost over. So
Mhm.
bringing love is blind and won't be so bad. Luckily, a lot of people cover sister wives, Mormon wives, etc. And luckily, I'm not covering those. So because those
Mhm.
people are stressed,
I
stressed.
bet.
Yeah,
I
stressed.
bet.
That's it, everybody. Another great podcast is the Libra Lounge with Keisha. You should go over there and listen to
Oh,
that.
thank you.
And then you should
Yes.
also leave a 5-star review on Apple.
Mhm.
Please
Yep.
do all those
You don't
things.
if you don't have nothing nice to say, it is okay to say nothing at all.
That's right, Keisha. What a
Mhm.
what a what
Mhm.
a life lesson.
Yes, it
That's
is.
it, Keisha, and I'll see you for Match Me Abroad this week.
Yes.
Okay,
Can't
bye.
wait.